So I know you guys have been dying for Need for Speed gameplay ever since I got back from Gamescom, and I am very happy to report I have that for you guys today. So this actually wasn't supposed to be my first Need for Speed video. I actually already recorded one, which is a Subaru BRZ build that I customized and then took it out and went drifting with it. That video is coming out later today, but I asked you guys on Twitter, I'm like, hey, maybe they want to see the Nissan 180SX a little bit more just because it hasn't been in any trailers as much. So I'm like, hey, I went on Twitter, I'm like, hey, what do you guys want to see more? And a lot of you guys were like, Nissan, excuse me, Nissan 180SX. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. No problems with that. But yeah, anyways, we're just going in, we're going to build a Nissan 180SX, and then go and try to do some drifting. Drifting is a little bit difficult, but I will talk about the way the game sort of drives when we're actually driving the car. But let's jump into the customization and explain sort of how that works. So if you weren't fortunate enough to actually get your hands on Need for Speed and actually play it at any of the events they've been at, here's how the customization works. So you saw me before messing with a big sort of body kit. Up at the top, when you go to visual customization, you have a big sort of body kit. That's what I'm doing right now. That will apply an entire body kit to your car. So say you want a Rocket Bunny kit, you can toss the entire thing onto your car. Say you don't want to do that though. It's sort of like the lazy way, sort of like the fast way of doing it, is just to toss an entire body kit on your car. Say you don't want to do that though, and you want to mismatch parts of cars and body kits and everything like that. You can totally do that too. So you see these sort of lock symbols everywhere? You can go in and say you didn't want to toss the Rocket Bunny kit. Just leave the car stock, go in and toss whatever fenders you want, then go in and toss whatever front end you want on, and then the rear stuff, and then everything like that. You can totally do that. You can just mess around with as much stuff as you want. It is very, very cool. So anyways, we're doing the rims right now. There are a hell of a lot of rims. If you guys want to see a lot of them, in the next video that I'm going to post today, I show those off, and there are a hell of a lot of them. Check out the Subaru BRZ build when that comes out a little bit later today. You guys will see all the rims, and there are a hell of a lot of them. You can just see me scrolling through them right there, trying to find the ones. Okay, so here's the thing with Need for Speed. So the way the front rims and the rear rims work is they're actually two completely different entities, which is pretty damn cool. So say you want some Volks on the front, you can toss those on, and say you want like BBS rims on the back, you can totally do that, which is very, very cool. You can also do front like bright pink, and then the back like also bright pink, or like purple, or whatever. They're completely different rims, which is actually very, very cool. So you can just sort of toss on whatever you want to them and mess around with that. Actually, I had to speed that up because it took me so long to choose my rims and everything like that. But here's the really cool part. You can actually go in and change your brake calipers, your brake discs, or your rotors if you're in different places. You can actually go in and change all of that stuff, and it's very, very cool. Anyways, doing the wing now. I'm a huge fan of that Rocket Bunny sort of lip. I think I tossed that on, or did I toss on the massive, crazy rear wing? I think I tossed on the... I can't remember now. But, yeah, there is seriously just so much stuff that you can toss onto these cars. It is insane. Yeah, I went with the lip. There you go. But, yeah, you can do trunk lids. You can debadge your car. Very, very cool stuff. The way I sort of put it is, can you do it in real life? Yeah? There's a very good chance you can do it in the game. You can just toss on the Bosu exhaust. There are some crazy, crazy things. You can also toss on custom license plate, as you can with many other games. I just tossed on my Aero 12 plate. Very, very cool. Having some problems with PS4. By the way, all of this gameplay is actually captured on an early PS4 build. So when you guys actually do play the game when it comes out in November, it will be a little bit different to this. They are improving the game all the time. So yeah, just be warned of that. So you can see I'm working on the rear fenders here. The Rocket Bunny kit that I applied didn't actually change those rear fenders. So I was like, huh, I should probably do something with that. But yeah, tossed on some rear fenders, and now I'm just playing with the paint. So the way the paint system works is very, very cool. There are so many different options, so many different things to do. You can do your metallics, your smoothies, your clear coat. So you can totally go for like a matte pink if you want. We were watching someone else play, and they made their car full matte. Really? I went to matte pink there. That's interesting. But yeah, it's seriously just so much fun to go in and play with your cars, build them the exact way you want them. It is very, very cool. So I think that's enough customizing for now. Let's take this thing out and try to do some drifting. I did change it a little bit between what you guys just saw and what I'm driving right now. But for the most part, it is the same. I do have the ridiculous exhaust on there, as you can see me going around the corner fairly sideways. But yeah, so how does the driving work? Okay, before I get into the driving, I spoke about this in the Subaru BRZ video that you guys will see a little bit later today. So the way that the camera works, I know there's a big thing, oh, the camera sucks. The camera that you guys see right here is called the action camera, I believe, and it's the camera that swings with the car and will go super low when you're going around corners. Here's the thing, though. You don't want to use that you just swap cameras. Just as simple as that. Here's the cool things with those cameras, though. If you do a burnout, you get a camera angle like this. And if you choose to do a 360 sort of donut sort of thingy, you get a camera that looks like this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I wouldn't recommend it for driving around just because I crash and suck. I need to see as much of the car as possible. So yeah, I just swapped the camera view to another one. It's seriously just like the change your view button, go to another camera view, and that's done. So I switched my camera view, and no more crazy camera stuff. Nope, all done, all fixed, all better. But yeah, the way this game drives, how does it drive exactly? Well, I think it actually drives pretty damn well. It is an arcade game. It is an arcade game. You're not in any crazy simulator here. So I've sort of just ripped the handbrake, gun it. The way the drifting works, though, it will take some adjusting. For me personally, I haven't played a game that actually feels like this for quite a while. So it did take some adjusting to. I was sort of getting it towards the end, but yeah, it will take some adjusting to the whole handling and the whole drifting and the whole everything really. I actually got very accustomed to sort of grip racing. I think I have a video coming up maybe tomorrow in a Porsche, a wide body Porsche, that I put a grip tune on, and it was just insane. Also, speaking of that, the way the handling and the tuning works for things like that is you basically have either you can have a slider that is just like, I want to drift. You can either do two things in this game basically. You can either do it very simply with just a slider that says grip or drift, slide it, and you can do that. Or you can actually go in and customize each thing you want. You can do your tire pressures and everything like that, which is very, very cool, and sort of like you can get the exact way you want the car to feel, which is very, very cool. So anyway, still just drifting the car around here. Let's start up an event in the Nissan 180SX. So this is a drift contest. Essentially, what I have to do is get the most amount of drift score. I'm just by myself. I've got a target. Actually, there's another dude right there. Excuse me, this is the wrong thing. We'll do the next part afterwards. This is a drift contest, so there are other people, and it's sort of like a drift race sort of thing. So we're racing and also drifting at the same time, collecting score and everything like that. So you can see I'm getting destroyed by a Porsche and another Porsche and some other things. But yeah, we are drifting around here, and Mr. Policeman shows up in a little bit, which is pretty cool. Sick wide body BRZ right there. Little spoiler for the next video coming out. But yeah, a cop right there on the corner spots me doing some sideways stuff. He's like, oh, gotta get him. So yeah, my pursuit timer's going up. I got a fine now going, and the police is now actively chasing me, which is very, very cool. So yeah, I've just got one cop, luckily for now, chasing me down. My fine's gone up, 780 now. They really want to get me. They really want to get me. I'm too fast for them. I pulled away for now. But yeah, you'll be able to see that fine go down. I got a cooldown now on my fine, which makes it go down, which is essentially I'm running away from the cops, and I'm out of their line of sight essentially, which is cool. So the way the game works is you get reputation for drifting and everything like that. So I finished second there, not too bad, but I did get 13,000 rep for that. Not too bad, but you can't. Whoa, dude crashed into me as soon as I finished the race. That's pretty rude. But yeah, let's load up another map, or let's load up another session. This is gonna be the drift trial. This is what I was trying to explain before. Basically, you're by yourself and you have a drift score to go out and get and sort of beat. So let's see what the drift score is. The drift score that we want to beat is 12,000 drift score. Got our car here. A so wide body. It's so cool. But yeah, you can see another person in this particular lobby. We're doing an all-ride thing, so essentially we're just playing together basically in the same sort of lobby. So someone else in this particular lobby got 36,000 drift score on this particular sort of section. So you can see me going around. I'm gathering rep as I go. I toss on the camera angle that is interesting. It is actually cool to play with, not so cool to watch, I must say that. But anyways, guys, that has been some basic footage and some basic gameplay and some customization in Need for Speed 2015. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, click that subscribe button down below for more types of videos like this in your subscription box. Like I said, later today, I have a Subaru BRZ customization and drift video coming out, and that was very, very cool. Very, very fun. We built the most ridiculous Subaru BRZ in the world. So check that out later today. That should be very, very cool. I will let you guys know on Twitter when that is supposed to come out. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Subscribe if you did, and I will see you in the next one.
Make the ground shake.